Today, I'd love to share a simple but very effective trick to overcome procrastination. So, recently and many times over my life, I have been suffering from procrastination. It's funny that we use the word suffering from procrastination like it's a disease or something when it's really just us torturing ourselves. So, suffering from my own hand, procrastinating on what I need to do. And everyone out there has something that they're supposed to be doing that they're not doing, that they're putting off for one reason or another. Some people are bigger procrastinators than others, but I know there's a lot of you out there, just like me, that are big procrastinators. And the insidious thing about procrastination is that the more we procrastinate on what we're supposed to do, the more of our headspace that thing occupies, which makes us more anxious and it renders us unable to do even more things. And then the list of procrastination keeps growing and growing. The anxiety grows and grows. And as this cycle continues, we freeze. And this, I think, in the way that I've been reflecting on this lately, is sort of like a triggered immune system response. So when you have a triggered immune system, we typically have a reaction to fight, flight, or freeze. And with procrastination, it's kind of a freeze. So instead of doing what we need to do, instead of tackling the thing that we're afraid of for whatever reason or another, we just do nothing instead. But then it grows in our mind and makes us feel bad. So the longer we spend in a state of procrastination, the harder and harder it can be to do what we need to do. And lately, I have internalized and been putting into practice a way to overcome this procrastination. And it's a very, very simple trick. And it basically is to build personal momentum and inertia. The definition of inertia is that objects in motion tend to stay in motion. So the problem with procrastination, though, is we have no motion. So we're languishing, we're on the couch, we're in bed scrolling through the phone, trying to avoid thinking about this thing, trying to avoid doing this thing that we need to do. Even if deep down inside, we know that as soon as we do it, we're going to feel so much better. Maybe it's not even that hard. We're just not doing it. So we need to build some momentum, which will give us the inertia we need to tackle whatever it is that we're procrastinating on. So it can be very hard to go straight from procrastinating straight to the big thing that we need to do. So what I've been doing lately and what I am finding to be pretty effective is to start building momentum by accomplishing tasks that are starting very, very small and achievable. And the best way to find these opportunities to create this momentum is right in your environment, your physical space. Just look where you are, and within arm's reach, there's probably something that you need to do. Maybe it's bringing a dirty dish to the sink. Maybe it's picking up laundry off the floor. Maybe it's trimming your beard. It could be anything. Anything that is objectively productive, and it can be as small as needs to be to get you moving without getting stressed out, without getting anxious. So you get up, you start doing something, boom, you get it done. You get this very small task done. But right away with this small task, as soon as you get it done, you get a feeling of accomplishment. And now your body's up, you're moving, your mind's ticking, and you're starting to slowly build a bit of confidence and mental and physical momentum, inertia. Let that carry you to the next thing. Let's say, for example, you're procrastinating on presentation that you need to make for work. So we look to our environment for something to get us moving. There's a dirty coffee mug next to you from where you grabbed your coffee, you've been sitting down scrolling on social media. That mug is sitting there. Why don't you stand up, bring that mug to the sink where it belongs, at least in the short term? Okay, now your ass is up, you're moving, you've ticked that thing off the list. How about wash the dishes that are in the sink, all of them? Okay, now we've accomplished a slightly bigger task. Excellent. Maybe the next thing is we look in the kitchen and be like, I'm going to clear off and wipe down all the counters. Okay, great. Now we've accomplished 3 things, each one slightly bigger scope than the next. And you can sort of follow this train as far as you need to. There's one thing that you need to be careful of, though, and this is something that Tim Ferriss talks about a lot, and it is making yourself busy doing the things that you don't really need to do. So you have to be careful to not turn busyness into another way of procrastinating, but use this busyness as a way to just build up some momentum. And when you're on a roll, you've ticked some things off, the task list is getting checked off, and you're getting a sense of accomplishment. Ride that straight into that presentation that you need to write or whatever it is that you need to do. And this is sort of like a ramp up to get you to the actual thing that you're trying to do rather than just trying to jump straight from I'm on the couch procrastinating, scrolling on TikTok, straight from that to the presentation you need to write. You're getting your body moving, you're getting some endorphins flowing, you're getting some dopamine hits from having things to do, chasing accomplishments, chasing that feeling of getting tasks done. And that's it. It's really that simple. I'm not going to get too philosophical about it for this video. Maybe we'll talk more about this deeply in the future, but I just wanted to give a quick, easy tool that's relatable that you can put into practice right away. That's it. Thanks for watching.